So before we get into this video, unlike 99% of the Google Stadia videos at this point, the footage you're going to see in this video is actually from my gameplay while playing the Google Stadia at my house with my router on my PC, playing in the Google Chrome browser, not in a Google test environment. It's not like released footage or anything like that. This is actually me playing, which is something that's lacking from like 99% of the videos talking about Google Stadia, but we'll get into that later. Just wanted to put that little disclaimer out there. But what's going on, guys? You know what? I'm sorry for the hiatus and not uploading for the past couple days. But you know what, dude? I'm not even ashamed to admit it. I have low-key been addicted to Pokemon Sword and Shield. Like, I have been putting way too much time into that game. Any free minute I have, like, I'm playing that game. It's actually kind of sad, considering I'm 22 years old, and I am legit addicted to Pokemon. But you know what, man? I'm also kind of a little bit sick, if you can't hear it, so, that sucks too. But anyway, we're going to be talking about the Google Stadia today, because I finally got my Founders Edition invitation code, and, well, I figured this would be the perfect opportunity to make my grand return to YouTube and upload some more quality content for you guys. So we're going to be talking about my first impressions on the Google Stadia. Now, unlike 99% of the people who have uploaded a Google Stadia video at this point, I have actually played it. I actually pre-ordered the Founders Edition, like, what, 5 months ago at this point? I pre-ordered it back in June. So yeah, I finally got my Founders Edition code. I figured, what the hell, man? Like, even if this thing is complete garbage and the Stadia doesn't work well, I'll at least get a 4K Chromecast and a pretty cool controller out of it. And plus, I figured I could upload a video on it as well, put out some more content, as well as get some of the money back I spent on the Stadia as well. So, it's a win-win for everybody. You guys get more content, I get to try out the Stadia, which is actually something I was genuinely interested in, and I didn't want to be one of those YouTubers who basically either praised it or bashed it based off of what the popular opinion was, like my buddy Dreamcast Guy did, because this man somehow managed to take probably one of the most unpopular things, make a video bashing it, and then upload this video and get a pretty decent amount of dislikes because of all the misinformation in the video. Like, this man, it seems like, literally read one misinformed article, regurgitated that article, and declared the entire Stadia project a complete failure, which is actually humorous. I mean, just look at this thumbnail, dude. Like, the thumbnail alone is worthy of a roast. Like, what the fuck is that face? Like, I really just don't get these thumbnails. Like, these grown men posing like they're about to orgasm for the first time. Like, it's really fucking weird, dude. And even in the thumbnail, he's hinting like it's completely unplayable, which, I mean, if you're watching this video right now, as you can see, the Stadia is playable because I'm playing Destiny 2 right now in the footage. So, you know what? It's just really amazing how stupid a lot of these gaming news channels are. It's not just Dreamcast Guy. It's a lot of gaming news channels out there just trying to get views from it. So I figured I would at least give it the benefit of the doubt and try it for myself. Now, is this going to change the way I play video games? Absolutely not. Like, I'm still going to play games natively on my PC. This is not even going to become like a second option for me. I would grab my Nintendo Switch before I played a game on Stadia. I don't really care about the Stadia that much, but is it as bad as people are saying? Well, not really. There are genuine problems. Like the pricing, for example, that is actually retarded. Why are they charging $60 for a fucking game on a streaming service? This would be like Netflix charging you $10 a month. And then when you want to watch a movie, they're like, oh yeah, dude, it's $20 to own it, and then you can stream it anytime. But if you cancel your subscription, you can only watch it in standard digital, not HD. Like, that would actually be fucked up. Like, I really just don't know why you didn't make this a subscription service like PlayStation Now or Xbox Game Pass, where you could just pay like a monthly fee and you get access to the entire library. I mean, it would be really cool if you could just pay the monthly fee and access the entire library from anywhere and play the games on like any computer, any cell phone, any TV with a Chromecast. Like, that would actually be pretty cool, man. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, that would be a really awesome service in my opinion. But instead, they're trying to charge you a monthly fee to stream games up to 4K. And then on top of that, they are charging $60 for a streaming game, which is crazy. Like, it's a fucking streaming game, Google. Charge $30. That's completely fine in my opinion. Like, I would pay $30 to play Red Dead Redemption 2 on the Google Stadia, but I'm not spending $60 fucking dollars on it when I can buy the game on Xbox, PlayStation 4, or Steam and get it for $60 and actually have like a native experience where I don't have to worry about my Wi-Fi connection or a data cap. So, you know what? It's just absolutely stupid. Like, why is anyone gonna choose to buy a game on Stadia over any other platform out there? That is your problem. The pricing is gonna be the biggest issue with the Stadia, and that's the reason why I definitely cannot recommend this to anyone right now in its current form, because it is legitimately a ripoff in my opinion for the price you're paying for these games. And then on top of that, them wanting you to pay a monthly fee to stream your games in higher quality. And then on top of that, the service just overall feels incomplete. Like, you can barely do anything on the desktop version. You have to change all the settings through the mobile app, which, I mean, that's not really a big deal. But the weirdest thing is you get the Stadia mobile app, and then you find out you can't even play the games on your phone unless you have a Pixel phone, which, if we're being honest, who the fuck actually has a Pixel in 2019 at this point? Like, really? That's the one phone you chose to use? Like, I get it's a Google Pixel phone, but nobody actually has a Pixel phone, right? Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know anyone who owns a Pixel. But you know what? That's just another thing that's really weird. Like, why isn't this available on Android? It's your fucking operating system. Put it out for your own operating system. I don't know. It's just kind of odd. It's not as annoying as like the Nintendo Switch voice chat where you have to use a phone and then you have to hook up like 18 different wires in order to use it. So it's not on that level, but it's just kind of weird. Like, why is this a thing to where you have to launch the game through your phone and then you can open it up on your desktop and then start playing? But that's about the main negatives I have right now. The input lag also, if you're using keyboard and mouse, is pretty fucking bad, dude. Like, if you try to look around really quickly while playing Destiny 2 while using keyboard and mouse, you can really feel that input lag. If you're using a controller, though, it's really not too bad. But in terms of launching the games, it's actually pretty impressive. Like, I was genuinely impressed by how well it worked. You just open up a Chrome tab, you go to the Google Stadia website, you press play, and within a couple seconds, the game is launched and ready to play. Like, it's actually really cool. Like, I've never seen anything like it, and it works extremely seamlessly. Like, I was genuinely surprised, and it detected my controller right away. I was using an Xbox controller because I haven't actually got my Stadia controller yet. It's still being shipped, and I was actually getting Rumble on my controller playing a game through fucking Google Chrome over the cloud. That is awesome. I don't care. Like, that to me is so cool, and the game actually played pretty well on the controller. Like, I would not recommend playing a first-person shooter on Stadia with a keyboard and mouse because when you are moving your mouse quickly, you will feel that input lag. But when you're playing on a controller, I genuinely didn't really feel any input lag. Like, occasionally, if I was trying to like track a target across a long distance and I had to make like small movements with my scope, I would kind of start to feel that input lag kick in, but it wasn't anything like crazy that ruined the overall experience. All right, I was editing this video and I figured I should probably post it here as well. I posted it on Instagram earlier. Wink, wink, link in the description. Go follow me there. But yeah, as you can see, like, I'm pressing the spacebar there and almost immediately after jumping. So as you can see, the input lag is almost non-existent, which was actually really surprising to me at the time. But anyway, back to the video. And honestly, I felt like Destiny 2 played pretty damn well on the Google Stadia with a controller. Now, the gameplay may look a little bad, and well, I'm not going to blame that entirely on the Stadia, okay? I have not played a first-person shooter on controller in over a year because, you know, I've been playing on PC primarily, so it did feel really weird trying to play a first-person shooter using a controller. So, you know, if the aim looks really shitty, that's 100% on me. I felt like an actual retard trying to play that game on a controller after playing it on keyboard and mouse for almost a year at this point. But all things considered, man, I would have to say, like, the gameplay experience is really enjoyable. Like, it felt like it was locked at a constant 60 FPS, which to me is the most important thing when I'm playing a video game. Like, I want the high frame rates over resolution any day, and the only downgrades I noticed while playing is sometimes you could notice, like, texture quality scaling back, or maybe the resolution dropping a little bit. Like, it was almost like the effect you get when you're watching a YouTube video and you go into, like, a slow area of your Wi-Fi, and the video quality, like, downgrades momentarily so it can buffer and go back up to, like, 1080p or 1440p. That's exactly what I was kind of noticing here, and as far as that, that's like perfectly fine for me. I'd much rather the resolution drop versus the actual frame rate. It felt pretty smooth. I don't feel like I ran into any stuttering, not anything I noticed personally at the time of playing, and that's the most important part to me. So I feel like there is a pretty damn solid foundation here. In Destiny 2, that's the only game I played. Now, I haven't tried other games yet at this point because I don't really feel like dropping $60 on a video game I already own on a fucking streaming service. But you know what? Maybe I'll buy something else later. I think Tomb Raider is like $10. Maybe I'll pick that up and see how that works. But overall, man, I'm pretty damn impressed with how Destiny 2 runs. Like, I could actually see this being a viable way to play the game if maybe you don't have the money for an expensive gaming PC, or maybe you can't even afford a console. Like, I genuinely think this could be a viable option if you have good enough internet. That's the key here, because I don't know if there's going to be server issues in the future. I don't know if Google's going to flip a switch and everything just goes to fucking shit. I don't know if the input lag is worse depending on what type of router you have, where you are in your house compared to the router. It's like there's a lot of variables here that could really affect the quality of your experience, and that's the problem, is we're so early into this game streaming stuff. It's not going to take off for a while because most people are going to opt to do the traditional method of just buying a console or PC and playing natively, and that's what I would choose too. Like, there's never going to be a situation where I am sitting at my computer and I have the choice between playing the game natively on my PC or spending the same amount of money and buying it on Stadia and playing it on a streaming platform. Like, I'm going to opt for it on my PC with the native experience every single time. The one case I think this would be really cool, and it's the reason I wanted it extremely badly, is because I'm a college student. So my dream here, which kind of got crushed when Doom got delayed, was I was going to be able to play Doom in class, okay? I was already planning this out. I would bring my laptop in, open up Google Stadia and Chrome, have my controller underneath the desk, and I would just be playing Doom instead of listening to a boring-ass lecture. You know, that was already my game plan, but you know what? That kind of got crushed, just like my childhood dreams. But anyway, anyway, yeah, that's one of the cases I could definitely see this being just fucking awesome. Like, at that point, who cares about the resolution or anything like that? You're playing a video game in class, and it looks like you're just taking notes on your laptop. Like, that to me is awesome. And then the other idea, too, was that I'm actually going out of town for Thanksgiving because I'm going to go visit my parents for Thanksgiving. And, well, I'm not bringing my 80-pound computer with me because there's no chance I'm carrying it up and down 3 flights of stairs just to bring it for a week. So, you know what? I'm leaving it here, so it'll actually be kind of cool to maybe play some games on my laptop using Google Stadia and just seeing how it works. I can test it out. I don't know. Just to me, this whole thing seems really cool. I think they could have handled it a lot better with the pricing. Like, I think the pricing is going to kill it. And that's actually a shame because I do feel like there is something here that, if improved upon, could actually turn out to be pretty damn good. But Google, you got to fix the pricing. Like, no one's going to hop on board for this. No one in their right mind who has an Xbox, a PlayStation 4, or a PC is going to look at this and go, yeah, I want to get Red Dead Redemption 2 for the Stadia for $60 when I can get it for cheaper on my consoles, or maybe I can get it for the same price on my PC. It's going to look and play better most of the time because I can't always guarantee my Wi-Fi speed is going to be up to par. And on top of that, I can't even use this on my phone. Like, the biggest selling point is being able to take your games and play them anywhere. And right now, there's no support for any phone except a Pixel, which, let's face it, almost no one owns at this point. So this is a great idea. From what I've seen, it works. Now, will I run into issues later? 100% possible. But from what I personally have played, it works well, and I'm interested to see more. I just hope they can get the fucking issues fixed. I hope they adjust the pricing because $60 for a game is way too much, in my opinion, for fucking streaming. But anyway, guys, as I always like to say when I'm sick, you know, it does feel like I'm deep-throating a cactus at this point. Like, my throat is dry as fuck right now. So you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Let me know your thoughts on Stadia in the comments. Like, I'm genuinely interested to hear what you think. Are you gonna try it out? Is it DOA in your opinion? I think it's DOA if they don't fix the price. Like, genuinely speaking, Google, if you're listening, change the price for the games because that's gonna single-handedly kill this service. 100%. Go to a subscription model, make it the literal Netflix of games where you can stream the game for like a monthly fee, and I think you're golden. Like, this actually has potential, and just work on the input lag. Like, genuinely, I think this could be something really special. And once phones have 5G, dude, like 1 gigabit connection speeds on your cell phone with Google Stadia, that could actually be really fucking sick. But anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit that like button. And yeah, as always, I want to thank you all so much for taking the time out of your day to check out this video and for all the recent support as well. Hopefully, I'll be able to upload a lot more frequently. Other than Pokemon, I was kind of busy with school stuff, so you know, that is the struggle of being a college student, guys. But anyway, with that said, again, thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.